Today, we are going to see if Jimmy Butler can compete with Michael Jordan during the Jordan era in NBA 2K23. I loaded up the Jordan era, did nothing but put Jimmy Butler, a 99 overall version of him, on the Miami Heat. I also made him 28 years of age to match Jordan's current age in the simulation, and we are just going to simulate 7 years to see who has the better career over 7 years. Is it going to be Jimmy Butler, or is it going to be Michael Jordan? They may be one of the greatest teams of all time, but they lost 2 games in the same week against the Miami Heat that were led by Jimmy Butler. Jimmy had 48 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and Michael tried his best as well with his own 45 and 9, both of them putting up crazy numbers in that game. But their second meeting was not the same thing, as Jordan only had 19 and Jimmy only had 24, so they didn't score as much as the first outing. But hey, the Miami Heat beat the Chicago Bulls, and that's all that matters. So far, Jimmy has won up the GOAT. Maybe you don't consider Jordan the GOAT, but most people do, so I'm going to say that he's the GOAT in this video so a bunch of 40-year-old men don't yell at me in the comment section. In the first season, Michael Jordan wins MVP, averaging 32, 7, and 7 with 2 steals and a block. Larry Johnson, all of these guys we don't really care about. We only care about Michael and Jimmy. Jimmy Butler averaged about 29 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, and he also had some really good shooting splits. He almost went an entire season without missing a single free throw. I don't remember who I replaced him with, by the way, but the guy before him did that. In the first round, we got Bulls versus Cleveland and Miami versus New Jersey. The New Jersey logo kind of looks like a popsicle, and the Miami Heat are the Miami Heat. So we're going to go ahead and melt them down. Okay, they're taking a 3-0. Wow, we got swept in the first. That's really awkward. I was trying to make a joke and say, hey, we're going to melt the New Jersey net. Are the Bulls going to lose in the... Oh my God, this is the worst first season of a video I've ever done. The Bullets are your NBA champions. Purvis Ellison is your finals MVP. Both Jordan and Jimmy got swept in the first round. What kind of universe is this? And if you're wondering, Jimmy Butler was not injured. Michael Jordan was not injured. Both of them just sold in the first round. That's crazy. Both of these teams have not changed very much compared to the first season. I'm going to jump into a quick little simcast to see how they fare against each other. We're only like 2 weeks into the regular season of our second season, but I want to see a nice little Jimmy versus Jordan matchup in case we never get it in the playoffs. It's been a fairly close game. Both teams were trading scores, and then the Bulls went on a giant run, so never mind. Ignore what I said about it being close. It wasn't close at all in the end. Jimmy Butler, 24, 10, and 4 with a steal. He also had 7 turnovers, so that's pretty rough. I mean, whatever. Michael Jordan had 36, 14, and 9, almost posting a triple-double, but that was Scottie Pippen's job this game. He was the one who got the triple-double. The Bulls actually beat the Miami Heat this time. Maybe that's a, I don't know, prediction for the end of this season. Maybe the Bulls are going to win the playoffs this season. I don't know. Win the playoffs. I mean, win the championship. What idiot says win the playoffs? God. Jimmy Buckets wins MVP this year, though. Sorry, Jordan. 28 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Shooting absolutely wonderful. Shaq is the rookie of the year for the Boston Celtics. That's an odd image. He didn't go there until he was fat and eating popcorn on a trash bag on the sidelines. Jimmy Butler also won Defensive Player of the Year, so that's one award Jordan didn't win last year that Jimmy now has on him. Both Michael Jordan and Jimmy Butler made the All-NBA team. Jordan this season averaged something probably pretty cool. If I can find his stats, takes me 20 minutes. And there you go. He averaged 29, 8, and 6 with 2 steals and a block. He had a great season. Jimmy had a great season, but Jimmy had the better record. The Miami Heat went 62 and 20 with the Bulls. They only went 51 and 31. They did not have as great as a season as I expected them to, given they have Michael Jordan. The first round, we're taking on the Pacers, and I hope it's not like last... Oh my God, the Bulls got eliminated in the first round this year. The New Jersey Nets robbed us of a Chicago versus Miami matchup in the second round, so now we're going to get our revenge for good old Jordan boy, and we're going to beat him. Last year, I said we were going to beat them, and we didn't beat them, but this year, I think I'm going to be correct. We're up 3-1. Can we just win? Don't let them come back. Don't let them come back. Okay, we're letting them come back. All right, understood, Jimmy. It's fine. Jimmy is a guy who likes to play his best during the playoffs. Maybe he just wants a really crazy close game so he can have more highlight videos on YouTube. I don't know. The Heat win by 50. Jimmy Butler said, you guys are not beating us again. 29, 14, 7, and 7 steals this game. Okay, yeah, no wonder you won Defensive Player of the Year. This man just had 7 steals in a playoff game. Now we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets. We're up 2-1. Make that 3-1 and make that us moving on to the finals. We're either going to be facing the Jazz or the Phoenix Suns. It ended up being the Phoenix Suns. They got none other than Jeff Hornacek and Dan. Wow, this team sucks. We better win. Our team is so much better. Oh, they were the 8th seed as well. Oh yeah, we should win this easily. They took the first game. We just wanted to give them a little confidence because now we're up 2-1. We're gonna make it. Oh God, it's tied 2-2. Don't let them win. It's 3-2. It's a game 7 against the 8th seed. Glenn Rice is injured, but still, McHale? How are we losing to Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Jeff Hornacek? Like, yeah, their team has some notable names, but I don't even know who their power forward or their center are. They were that bad. They were in the 70s. I'm not talking about the time era or anything. I mean, they were 70 overalls, and it's a close game. Jimmy, I need you to clutch up here. I need you to go on a crazy run, and that's exactly what he did. They win by 16. Jimmy Butler had 26, 11, and 9. The Miami Heat are your NBA champions. Jimmy Butler is a finals MVP. I know a lot of Heat fans wish this actually happened during the bubble, but unfortunately it didn't. Either way, so far the Heat are better than the Bulls. Jimmy's better than Jordan. In only the second season, he is a NBA champion. Who wins this game, though? It ended up being the Chicago Bulls. Okay, Scottie Pippen, 45 and 10. My God, we get it. You're good at basketball. This season, Jordan takes the MVP away from Jimmy Butler. 30 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Chris Webber is your Rookie of the Year. Glenn Rice, the guy who's backing up Jimmy Butler, won 6th Man of the Year, averaging 21 points, 5 rebounds, a steal, 2 assists. Jimmy B, though, another Defensive Player of the Year award. Fortunately, his finger is fractured, so who knows if he's going to be the same dude in the playoffs. They're the 2nd seed taking on Shaq. They also got Kevin McHale, D. Brown, Reggie Lewis. I also don't think Jimmy Butler is even playing right now in this series, so hopefully he's back for the series against the Chicago Bulls, because if they beat the Pistons, it is a Jimmy versus Jordan matchup. Jimmy Butler is healthy, he's back on the team, and we're simcasting all of these because who knows when we'll get another Jimmy versus Jordan. Game 1, here we go. Who are you rooting for? Let me know down in the comments. Would you rather see Jordan win a bunch of championships or Jimmy Butler? If you want to see more of these type of videos, subscribe if you haven't already. Yep, that's right, the annoying YouTuber plug is here. Either way, game 1, Jimmy Butler has a 29-point triple-double to take down Michael Jordan, who had 29 points for himself, along with 6 steals and 3 blocks. And the Bulls once again lose to the Miami Heat, this time by 16. Jimmy Buckets, another great game. You can't beat Jimmy Buckets in the playoffs. He wins by 30. He dropped 29 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks. He's playing out of his mind. Is he going to sweep Michael Jordan? I mean, it's very possible. We're up 3-0, but the Bulls are taking a lead. They're also at home, so maybe they got that hometown advantage. Can we get a close one, though? I really want to jump in. Jimmy, I know I was kind of rooting for you partially, but I didn't want you to win by that much. The Bulls are eliminated. Jimmy Butler's moving on to the next round thanks to Steve Smith. He had 35 and 10 that game. He's becoming a great player. Going up against the Charlotte Hornets, we beat them last year. This year, they have pretty much the same exact team. They got David Robinson, Larry Johnson, and Kendall Gill. That is a great squad. Is it great enough to beat playoffs Jimmy Butler? Maybe bubble Jimmy Butler is making a return. Who knows? Maybe the pandemic happened 40 years too early. You never know. Universes are crazy. The multiverse is wild. This is technically a multiverse. The Miami Heat got eliminated, by the way, so it's time to go cry yourselves to sleep, Mr. Miami Heat fans. The Hornets end up winning the championship. Kendall Gill is your finals MVP. Not Larry Johnson, not David Robinson, Kendall Gill. They are trading MVP awards back and forth. This year, Jimmy Butler, 24, 10, and 8 with 2 steals and 2 blocks. I'm assuming he got Defensive Player of the Year as well. And I would be correct. He won Defensive Player of the Year, his 3rd time winning the award. And so far, I would say he has put up a Hall of Fame level career in just these 4 short seasons. 2-time MVP, 1-time champion, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He has it all. Michael Jordan averaged 29 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block. A decent season for Michael Jordan, but nothing too crazy. The Miami Heat this season went 70 and 12. Oh my, I mean, that's really not that crazy. It's only 2 more games than the Chicago Bulls. So both teams played amazing. I don't expect either of them to lose until the conference finals, which means we're going to have a big boy. Oh my God, Chicago, you let me down again. Michael Jordan is selling the story, selling the narrative, the script that I want to have. Just let Michael Jordan make it to the conference finals. We could have had an epic Jimmy versus Jordan matchup. But no, the Charlotte Hornets are once again ruining the fun. But this year, I'm not going to let them because they're going to the finals. The Miami Heat are taking on the Seattle Supersonics in the finals. Gary Payton, Charles Barkley, Sean Kemp. Oh my God, what a big 3. Can Jimmy take down this massive big 3? He couldn't take down LeBron and AD, so who knows? But in this universe, maybe he's just built different. He has even more superpowers from the NBA Finals. And this year, he wins another NBA championship. The Heat, congratulations. Jimmy Butler, a finals MVP. 2 rings, 2 MVPs, 3 Defensive Players of the Year, and he's just better than Jordan in this simulation so far. Who knows? Michael Jordan, you could easily come back in this. The Miami Heat might be a dynasty. Brad Daughtry is now on the team. Steve Smith is at 94. Jimmy Butler is still Jimmy Butler, winning MVPs and stuff. And, well, Jordan's team really has not changed whatsoever. They got Nick Van Exel on the team and David Wesley. That's kind of cool, I guess. Jimmy Butler is your MVP once again. It's fine. It's over. Jordan, I'm sorry that I even put you in this situation. Jimmy Butler is just the more complete basketball player. Jimmy Butler is just the greatest player of all time. Steve Smith is on the All-NBA first team with him. He has an all-star teammate, so that might be the reason why they're doing so good. Michael Jordan is here, by the way. He hasn't like fallen off. He's just not as good as Jimmy. 26, 8, and 6 with 2 steals and a block. Robert Horry is on the All-NBA second team. This is a fever dream. How does this happen? 22, 8, and 5 with 2 steals and a block. He was the 5th pick a couple of years ago. He's an 85 overall, and he's along likes of, Tim Hardaway, Clyde Drexler, Patrick Ewing. Robert Horry is surrounded by some great talents on an All-NBA second team. Clyde Drexler, Tim Hardaway. Patrick Ewing is here, and I don't know if I don't know how to read, or maybe 2K is broken. I can't see whoever else is here. I don't know why. Nick Anderson, Kendall Gill, and Vin Baker. You're telling me that this is the best you can get for the All-NBA third team? What is happening to the NBA that Nick Anderson and Hakeem Olajuwon are on the same side of basketball? That's actually crazy. By the way, I expect the Heat to beat everyone, so I'm just saying playoffs until we get to this. The long-awaited conference finals, Miami Heat, Chicago Bulls, Jordan versus Jimmy. I'm not going to simcast every single game because, well, one team went 76-6, but who knows? Maybe the Bulls will one-up them as they win 2 straight. Okay, never mind. Jimmy Butler isn't hurt. Steve Smith isn't hurt. Brad isn't hurt. How are we down 2-0 to them right now? I say we like I'm an honorary Heat fan for the day, but I'm really not. I was just expecting Jimmy Butler to, I don't know, maybe win the championship the same season he has that many wins. Glenn Rice is injured though, so that might be the issue. Can we come back down 3-1, Jimmy? You've already had the greatest regular season record in NBA history. You have defensive players of the year. You got chips. You got MVPs, and now you got a jump in situation for me. 105, a minute 43 left to go. Jimmy versus Jordan. What's gonna happen? Hopefully something kind of cool. The Chicago Bulls have the ball. They are away in this situation, playing at Miami. Oh my, what was that pass to BJ? BJ is guarded by Bimbo Coles. They give it to Jordan. Jordan guarded by Jimmy. Jordan's a little tired. You can see that Gatorade. He's been working hard this whole game. He gets double teamed out to the corner to Armstrong. Armstrong gonna be dribbling around, giving it back to Jordan. They not gonna have any time in the 5 seconds. I was gonna say, I cannot see the shot clock. Jordan double teamed. He gives it to Pippen. Pippen shoots it and bails him out. Steve Smith going to the lane. Nobody's on him. He's spinning. That's a little midget. He falls down and makes the shot. 107 with a minute and 7 left in the game. That was the scariest thing I've ever seen. He throws it at Jimmy's ass. They're gonna give it to Steve Smith. He's doubled by Scottie Pippen. Maybe it's the time to give it to Jimmy. No, he's gonna take it all by himself. A contested layup and nails it. 47 seconds left, and we're watching Jordan, so you can't act like you're safe in this video whatsoever, Jimmy. Oh my god, Bimbo Coles with a steal. Never mind, you're safe. Your teammates are the greatest players of all time. He's dribbling out the clock. He gives it to Steve Smith. Steve Smith spins on Jordan. He's gonna go for a post fade. Nope, he gives it down to the big man. Big man, I don't even know who Christie is, but hey, shout out to him. Nice little layup, puts them up by 4 with 28 seconds left to go. Jordan catches the ball at the top of a key. He receives a screen. He's gonna hit a step range mid J, whatever. It was awful. It was not a good shot. It didn't go in. I know it's Jordan. I don't care. Bad shot. Shout out Paul George. The Miami Heat make a free throw. The game is over. They win by 5. Steve Smith carried 39 points, 7 assists, 2 steals. Jimmy, you guys might still get eliminated. The current day Miami Heat logo is for some reason on the screen. Don't know what that's about. This game is pretty close though. It was going back and forth until the end. The Miami Heat, they win another game. Jimmy stepping up 29, 12, and 6. And now we have a game 7. Jimmy versus Jordan. Game 7. Eastern Conference Finals. And guess what? It's not even a good game. The Heat are currently up 17, and I don't think Jordan's going to pull off the comeback, and he doesn't. They lose by 30. The Bulls get blown out in Game 7. After having a massive lead, Jimmy Butler proves he's better, so much better than Michael Jordan, and they're in the finals once again, going up against the Rockets. They're up 3-0. It's going to be an easy sweep, and they're gone. Jimmy Butler, shout out to you, Finals MVP once again. Jimmy is Jimmy, and Jimmy is Himmy. So with this video, I made a lot of old people and Chicago Bulls fans really angry, but on the other hand, I made all of my Miami Heat fans happy because apparently Jimmy Butler is a god during this era. He wins another MVP, averaging 24, 11, 7, 2, and 2. Still shooting very, very well. I don't care about any of the other awards. He got Defensive Player of the Year. What did you expect? Hey, but Jordan might not be out of the race. Nick Van Exel, most improved. I don't know if 2 championships will make him better than Jimmy, but it'll help his argument. Jordan did not average Jordan stats, by the way. I looked at it very quickly and moved on. Oh my god, did the Celtics? Oh no, Miami, what did you do? They lost to Shaq and Dan Marley. All right, cool, whatever, that's fine. Chicago moved on. They're playing the Orlando Magic. Jason Kidd, Big Z, Terry Mills, Dennis Scott, and Latrell Sprewell. Honestly, Jordan, if you don't win this, I'm gonna be very confused, but then again, I feel like he shouldn't have have been eliminated in the first round at the beginning of this video. Jimmy just got bounced in the first round of this season, and, you know, anything can happen at this point. Oh my god, the Bulls lost as well. Takeem is a finals MVP for the Timberwolves. What the heck? I apologize to every Miami Heat fan I've ever said to that Jimmy Butler is trash or Jimmy Butler isn't Jimmy Butler, because he is, yeah, no, he's good at basketball. I mean, this is 2K, so honestly, it has no basis on real life, and I'm just overreacting. But 30 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 2.4 blocks. Defensive Player of the Year was also his. What a surprise. Jordan, what did you average? 27, 14, 6, 2, and 2. The Heat went 75 and 7. Oh my god, Jimmy Butler, you've only lost like what, less than 200 games in like 6 seasons? Are we gonna get one final matchup, Jordan versus Jimmy, though? Are we? Yeah, we are. Okay, conference finals. Here we go. Let's do this thing. Miami wins one, Chicago wins one, Miami wins another, Chicago wins another. They tie up the series. They take the 3-2 lead. We're jumping in Simcast. Is Jimmy Butler gonna make it a 7-game series, or are the Bulls gonna go to the finals for the first time? It doesn't look like it. Jimmy's trying his best. Can he win this game? It's a 7-point game. They do win it. We got a game 7 on the way. Here we go, though. Game 7 and the final matchup of Jimmy versus Jordan. Jimmy, I don't know if he just realizes he needs to step up or what, but in the second half, they always go on some crazy runs. The Chicago Bulls are eliminated. You can say goodbye to Chirac. They are gonzo. Jimmy Butler, 26, 19, and 6 while being injured? Bro, what is your injury? How are you hurt? Why are you injured? You're about to win another title. What did you do? He has a sprained right ankle. He's fine. He can play through it. We're up against the Seattle Supersonics. Who do they have on their team? Nobody. Literally nobody. Where did Gary Payton go? Where did Sean Kemp go? Where did Charles Barkley go? Now you're in the finals with Dennis Rodman, Vlade Divac, Scott Skiles, Hersey. Give the ring. Give me the ring. Jimmy Butler, congratulations. You're once again a champion. Gonna be finals MVP too as well, because he's just the GOAT. I'm not even gonna look at Jordan's stats. I think we all know that Jimmy Butler was the significantly better player. He had 5 MVPs out of 7 seasons, 4 NBA championships out of the 7 seasons, a 6-time Defensive Player of the Year, and multiple really, really good seasons. He averaged a double-double for almost the entire video besides 1 season, and he still won MVP that season, so a double-double didn't even matter that much. Miami Heat fans, you're welcome. I hope you guys have a great day. Subscribe, like the stupid YouTuber stuff. And once again, I don't know how to do an outro, so goodbye.